Hey, what's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Kansas Pats Talk Patriots podcast. Hey, I'm coming to y'all a little bit early today. Got a very special guest on. We're going to talk some Dallas Cowboys, but first, make sure y'all hit that like button. I don't care if you're a Patriots fan, a Cowboy fans, or just an NFL fan. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also, the show is brought to you by the Sportsline Media, man. What's going on?
Man, it's your boy WestCoast. How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Hey, I can hear you great, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Shoot, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good.
Appreciate you coming on, man. You ain't never let me down when I reached out to you to come on to the show, man. So, appreciate that, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Listen to me. As long as you want to talk ball, it don't matter what team we represent, man. As long as we talk. And shoot, man, it's freaking June, bro.
It's June. Ain't much going on.
It's June 19th, bro. We can figure some way to figure it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rose says, hey, you got a lot of people already in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button on West Coast stream and on the Kansas Pats Talk stream, man. Appreciate it. And you better get to all the comments right now, because me and West, we got a lot to talk about, man. These Dallas Cowboys, man. The 2024 season, I know it was a long, stressful one for you, man. Just quickly, man, just a little quick recap of the 2024 season. Man. How would you sum it up?
My season?
Yeah, for the Dallas Cowboys.
Trash. I mean, quarterback went. I mean, everything kind of went left. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback went down, and everything kind of just went left. What's up, Miss Rose? What's up, Justin Kitchens? What's up, Shaw? I see y'all in the comment box. Yeah, everything just kind of went left. What's up, Sarah? Yeah, everything just went left. You know what I'm saying? Like in the words of Birdman, sometimes just goes left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What happened? You know what I'm saying? Nothing went right because everything went left.
I remember having you on before. I think I had you on before the season. You said, y'all probably win your division, make the playoffs. I think injuries really played a major part in the downfall of y'all season. What you think about that?
Absolutely. I mean, injury was the best defense was the best defense against us, and it was the best offense against us because it limited our best players on the team. Mm-hmm. And then, we're not a team that builds, for I think the NFL is not the NBA. So, if your star player goes down, your season's over. It's not like the NBA where your star players goes down and you still have a chance. Any team, your quarterback goes down. I would say 32 teams, if they lose their starting quarterback, their season is going to change. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just how it is for everybody. So it was our year. Our quarterback went down, and the season trajectory changed immediately.
We're gonna talk a lot about what happened to that's the past 2024 season. Moving on to this all season, I actually like, I'm a Patriots fan. In case y'all don't know, I think my Patriots gonna be pretty good this year. First off, what's your personal Drake make before we get back to the Cowboys in this upcoming season?
I mean, the situation. I mean, it really don't matter what my opinion of. It matters what is gonna have to happen. Like, there's if you look at the quarterbacks in y'all division right now, there is a disparity, man, because everybody in y'all division for the most part has an established quarterback, and y'all have the MVP in your division too. I don't think Josh Allen was the MVP. I think Lamar Jackson was. They didn't want to give it to him. But yeah, you got Josh Allen out there. You got the boy that I mean, if nobody hits him, he stands up
Tua.
straight. Tua. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And then the Jets, they just got Fields, right?
yeah. I'm not worried about Justin Fields.
I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried, but I do like Justin Fields, and he's one of those guys. Justin Fields is definitely one of those guys who I on the low root for to do well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Drake. I think given what he was working with last year, pretty good season. I mean, how many receivers would the pay on this team with the Patriots be starting on any other team? So I think with that messed up offensive line, the bad coaching, rookie head coach, bad personnel, I think he played pretty good, man. So I think Drake May's in for a big season. Not gonna be no crazy MVP season like a lot of people projecting, but I could definitely see us winning 8 to 10 games with the offseason moves that we had, and I think we had a solid draft. But time will tell, man. We'll see. Young quarterback, and it's like, hey, it's a quarterback league. It's a quarterback league right now. Man. You gotta have that guy. If not, you ain't going too far, as you know, right now, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with the Patriots. The off season for the Dallas Cowboys, like I said before we got to the Patriots, I think y'all had a pretty good off season. Very under radar, and you're not hearing a lot of stuff coming out of the Cowboys camp so far. In previous years, you hear a lot, and I think that's a good thing for y'all. Anytime you're American senior, the Cowboys, I mean, they're gonna always in the news. I always say Cowboys can go. Cowboys, the only team I know, they can go 0-16, 0-17, and Monday morning they still gonna talk about it. So whether you good or bad, the Cowboys still can get talked about. With just getting back on the Cowboys and whatnot, what do you think of these offseason? I think Jerry Jones and company, I think they did a good job this offseason. What you think?
Um, Listen, the draft. I think the Cowboys had needs, and I think they did a good job of fulfilling those needs in the draft. I wish they would have did the same thing in free agency. I think I think we still have holes on our team that are clear and should have been addressed, like the running back position, the D tackle position, and the middle linebacker position. We brought in Murray to help us in the middle linebacker position, but I don't know. I'm not too big on him. I don't know if we got. I always look year over year. So if I'm looking at last year's versus this year middle linebacker, I would say Kendricks was better than what we have this year. And if I looking at the running back room, I would definitely say my running back room was better last year. Obviously, you don't know what you're getting until you get it, but you're supposed to be upgrading each year. You know what I'm saying? So the hope is supposed to be able to feel like you got better. Do I feel like we got better? No, I don't. Not at the running back position.
Yes.
And then at the D tackle position, we weren't good, and it stayed the same. You know what I'm saying? So in those three areas, outside of those three areas, I think the Cowboys, for the most part, did good. I mean, they replaced Zach Martin with, they believe, a first-round pick. So the only thing you can do is let the kid play. You got some pass rushers. You got a corner. I mean, you got two hurt corners.
I like the corner you drafted too, Ravel. I like him. I think he's hurt right now though.
Yeah, we got two corners that are already hurt, and we drafted a corner that's hurt. So our insurance needs insurance. So
yeah,
we'll see how that works going down the field, going down the line. Hopefully, Trevon Diggs is ready for training camp. That would Trevon Diggs is. I mean, they're moving as if Trevon Diggs is going to be healthy because they haven't went no substantial, alternative for him or Bland.
Shout out, man. Watching from Italy, Joe. I don't want to mess up his name. Trachina. I hope I said that right. Watching from Italy. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh, I said it right. And make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. A lot of comments rolling in. Man, I'm surprised you ain't even mentioned George Pickens, man. Hey, I think that was the biggest move for y'all. And I think he's gonna pair good with CD Lamb, Pickens, Lamb. Hey, what you thinking?
You listen. I think my question, not even my question. I think he's gonna be. I think Pickens is gonna be good, but at the same time, it's the second receivers in Dallas don't get a lot of balls, man. That's just what it is. They've always had a problem getting the balls. And what you're paying CeeDee Lamb, he should have a problem getting balls. So it's like, I don't know, Pickens is gonna have to be really, really good, in my opinion, in doing the most with what he get. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because like for me, talking about Pickens is like talking about Christmas. I mean, talking about Christmas and Thanksgiving hasn't come. Like you got the first person that needs to get the ball is CeeDee Lamb. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, do I think it's going to be a good pairing? Yes, I do believe it's going to get a good pairing, but I'd also believe that politics is going to rear its ugly head somewhere because we got him on a 1-year deal, and
That's what I was about to
basically
ask you about. Do you think it's just going to be a 1-year deal, or you think y'all
I
going to try
do.
that?
He basically said it when he said he didn't want to get extended because, I mean, the cheapest the Cowboys will ever get him is if right now, you know what I'm saying? This is the cheapest you'll ever get him. So it's like, and we both know that, the Cowboys, people say, oh, they'll franchise tag him. I don't know if I don't believe my team is down to have two $30 million receivers. I don't believe that. I don't
It's
only believe they're
crazy.
going to be, yeah, I don't believe they're going to be down to have a 30 and a 27. I don't believe that. I don't think
Yeah.
they are like the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals did it because they have Joe Burrows. Joe Burrows, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's always done. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I don't believe my team is gonna. I don't believe Jerry's gonna be open to do that. My second receiver usually makes under $10 million, and I don't think they're gonna. I don't believe they're going to change that mentality. I don't believe they're going to. I think George Pickens was just a come up. It was exactly what it was a come up. It was a team dumping a player. Cowboys had the assets to do it, so they did it. You know what I'm saying? But do I think he gets paid in Dallas? No, I don't. He'll get paid in Dallas if he wants to take less money, which I don't believe he's gonna take less money because if look, you gotta say it like this, right? If you are selling this kid as a number 1A, how can you then take him into the meeting room and try to pay him like he's a third receiver? You already, by the Cowboys saying it out of his mouth, oh yeah, we're gonna have two number ones. You know what that means? He's for sure gonna be here for a year because we're not gonna pay for two number ones. That's the issue. We're not gonna pay for it.
And then, I mean, do you think with the antics that he had in Pittsburgh off the field, the talent is there? He has the
And we
talent.
don't care about that.
Yeah, yeah. You can't really care about that because when you're a team that Cowboys, you need the talent. So I think the talent outweighs what he does off the field on the sideline. I love it. I mean, he reminds me of Dez Bryant. That had probably, I mean, Dez did the same thing and whatnot, but Dez did produce on the field, and Pickens do too. Pickens produced too. But you got to look at the quarterbacks he was dealing with the Steelers. I mean, Mason Rudolph, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. Hey, you be out there on the sideline pouting and having a fit too.
Yeah, and then man, this is what I also know, man. It's like this: if you're a good athlete, man, like at some point you gotta want these kids to want. I mean, not these kids.
Yeah,
Like when you start getting paid, they automatically assume that you're not supposed to have emotion and feel like, damn, this quarterback is ass and he not trying to give me the ball and like you're not human anymore. But what people fail to realize is when you get paid, that's even more reason why the spotlight's on you because now it's like, bro, see, before you're not paid, if they don't throw you the ball, it's not your fault. They didn't throw you the ball. You know what I'm saying? But once you get paid, if they don't throw you the ball, you know why you didn't get the ball? Because you weren't open. May not even be true though. You know what I mean? That may not even be true. You know what I'm saying? But since you're getting that type of money now, the expectation is greater now. So
mm-hmm.
it gets to the point. Like one of the greatest example I say, I love using this example with my teams. And I say, man, there's a video of Shador Sanders and Travis Hendrick and Kendrick
Hunter.
Hunter, and they were playing. I think they were playing Kansas, and it was on the final play of the game, and Shador just looked, and Travis Hunter tells him like basically like, bro, he's doing this like he's telling him that the corner's holding me, like he's
Yeah,
holding me,
it's
and
still
Shador
yeah,
looked him dead in his face and said, I don't give a f, catch the damn football.
yeah, yeah.
I don't care. Catch the football. And you know what he did? He threw him the football and he held him and he still caught the ball. And beyond, that's how it is when you get paid. That's the mentality, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Catch the effing football. And that's how fans are too when you get paid. They
I
don't
think
care.
it's gonna be a solid. I think it's gonna be a solid addition, man, for you guys. So it's gonna be interesting, very interesting to see what happens. Speaking of contract, y'all got a big one coming up. Michael Parsons. Do you think it gets done before the season? Last year with Dak Prescott, they waited like on the final hour before y'all kicked off against the Browns. You know how Jerry Jones likes doing business to get it done or whatnot. When do you think it would get done? I'm sure they probably get done before the season. And what you think that number probably going to look like?
I think he does get paid, and I don't know what the number's going to look like because I don't know what the highest. If you tell me what the highest paid person, what's the highest paid non-offensive player in the NFL?
Give me one. Let me see.
That's the same position as him.
Miles Garrett just got. It's going to way surpass that. Garrett just got paid earlier this offseason.
The key, I'm gonna tell you the contract you got to watch is the boy in Cincinnati.
That's what I was about to say. Hendrickson.
Yeah. And the Cowboys are smoking crack because you want to get in front of that contract.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because Henderson technically he's. I'm gonna tell you this: if he's a Dallas Cowboy, he wins a Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? If he's on a different team,
I think he flies on the radar too because he plays in Cincinnati.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. If he was on a bigger team or a team that had more primetime games, he would have won Defensive Player of the Year at some point.
Yep.
Because that boy's nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Micah's not, but what I'm saying is if you go look over his 17 games, he's getting sacks from week 1 to week 17.
He's consistent too.
He's consistent. They let him go.
He can stop. He's good against the run. He averages about 10 to 12 sacks a year, Henderson. But you don't hear about him a lot because he's on the Bengals, small market team.
You don't even see him a lot.
Yeah.
I think about this. Most people don't even know who. Like, listen to me. Most people don't even understand how good the second receiver in Cincinnati is. Want to know why? Because Chase is so good, and you don't see them on TV enough. They're like they gave their number 2 receiver how much? Yeah, he's that good though. Like he's really that good.
I think that market contract is going to be crap. I think y'all get it done probably around training camp. That's what I'm probably going to think around training camp. I don't think y'all going to let it bleed into the season this year. Parsons.
You know what? You the homie, so I can give you my real take. My real take is this. Micah Parsons has already been told that he's going to get paid. The reason why I know Micah Parsons has already been told that he's going to get paid is because Micah Parsons is working hand in hand with the Dallas Cowboys to promote ticket sales and to promote things on this team. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: when you are a player that has not been paid by the Dallas Cowboys and they have not paid you,
don't do none of that.
You don't do none of that, bro.
Right?
What is you talking about? This one, look at this. Listen to this. This dude right here beside me. Up. This dude right. Up. This dude right here from the side of me is clearly not a Dallas Cowboy fan. He could have been one because he's a Kobe fan. He has a, listen to me. This one thing I love about Dez. No matter what your favorite team is, we can all agree. Dez is that nigga. Look at that.
Right there.
We can all agree Dez is that nigga, and then you got Kobe up there. So, yeah. Man, listen to me, man. You had 3. What's your baseball team?
I only got no baseball team.
See there, man? You almost could have been a Cowboy fan.
I'll blend right in with the Cowboy. People wouldn't even know.
You would have been it right on in, man. Right before a guy spit you out, he hit the wrong button, man.
For real.
Yeah. But I forgot what I was talking about. But, yeah, listen, this dude right here not even a Cowboy fan, and he knows how it works at our house. Like, have you ever you go to that friend's house and you be there so often, like the rules, like, hey man, you got to take them dogs out, bro. Like you be at your homeboy house. Like my sons have friends that come to my house and they remind them of what, hey man, everybody calls me coach. All the kids call me coach. Not my kids, but their friends call me coach. So they're like, hey, when coach get up, he gonna get mad if we don't take them dogs out. That's what my kids' friends be telling them. Like, yo, they're gonna be mad if you don't take them dogs out. We got to take them dogs out. Why? Because you've been around me. They've been around my culture. They know what's up. This dude already knows what's up. If Micah was trying to get paid and he was not getting paid, this is not the way you do it, dog. You do not go to voluntary camp. You do not go to camp. You do not be seen with Cowboy shirts on. You do not be none of that, bro. You don't wear Cowboy boots. Anything that can make them think that you rocking with the nation, you don't do it. Why? Because anything of that, they're not gonna pay you, bro. If the Cowboys think that they can get over on your ass, they're getting over on your ass. And guess what? It ain't racial because they did it to Zach Martin. who's a white boy. They did it to Tony Romo, who's a Mexican. He ain't no Mexican. Tony was a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between a Mexican and a Mexican. He was a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? And
Man.
they didn't did it to D-Law. So there go your. We ain't got too many Asians, so.
Hey, I want to ask you about D-Law real quick, man. That move, a lot of people had been talking about since it happened. He's one of my favorite defensive ends in the league. I've always been a big fan of DeMarcus Lawrence. How did you feel about that?
I mean,
now I like the replacement y'all got out of.
I say about DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence, that's my dog, bro. Like DeMarcus Lawrence, Jalen Smith. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jalen will always be on another level than everybody else ever in life. You know what I'm saying? Like we have the Jalen and I say we damn near related, like blood by blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looked out for me in areas of my life that I will never be able to pay back. You feel me? Literally. But DeMarcus Lawrence is like the next guy. You know what I'm saying? Like these are guys who have showed me a whole lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I love D-Law for everything he did for the Dallas Cowboys. Quietly, DeMarcus Lawrence was our best defensive player, running the ball, stopped the ball for a very, very long time. I just think it was weird how he said he wasn't going to win a Super Bowl in Dallas. Then he went to Seattle.
That's different. That's different if you say that and you go like to Baltimore, Kansas City, or something.
Yeah, dog. I was like, bro, I'm thinking in my head like D-Law for that. You could have just stayed in Dallas, dog. Yeah. Seattle, and then Gino's even gone. Like what? Like I was lost when he said that. Like I was just thinking like that's not a statement you like you just said right now. If you would have went to the Chiefs, say it, bro. I ain't tripping. But the Seahawks. That just lets me know that on the low, he still wanted to be here.
Y'all play Seattle this year?
I don't think so. But D-Law I think D-Law still wanted to be here, and I think the money or whatever it didn't work out, so that's what that was a direct comment at. But there's no way in hell he think he about to win a there's no way in hell. I mean, the divisions. There's no way in hell he thought he's gonna win. Have a better opportunity in Seattle than in Dallas. Get the hell out of here, dog.
Let's get a West Coast hoodie in the building. A lot of love for West Coast, man. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Make sure you hit the like button on the Ken's Past All YouTube. Go over to West Coast stream, hit the like button. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, all the platforms, make sure y'all sharing the content, man. Really appreciate it. Also, this show is powered by the Sports Lounge Media, man. So make sure you go over there. You see that there, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Let's see who we at. Oh, let's move on to the division, man. The division last year was crazy. The Commanders came out nowhere with Jalen Daniels. The Eagles did it. I mean, the Eagles did some good things last year with Jalen Hurts. That team was
they won the Super Bowl, Jazz nigga. Hey, I love you though, man. I love you though, bro. Cause like I love. Listen to me. Anybody that shit on my enemy, that shit on the Eagles, I don't give a damn what team you are. You're my friend. You know what I'm saying? We good. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it, man. I love it when we can all have a common bond, like that. We like fuck the Eagles, right? Like it feels good to say, right? Like fuck the Eagles, right? Like it feels good, right? Yeah. So like see how he doesn't like nobody acknowledges the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, bro. Did the Eagles won the Super Bowl? He said, the Eagles they did some great things last year. No,
I'm still a little salty on Philly for them beating us a few years ago in the Super Bowl.
But basically what I'm saying is nobody cared, bro. Nobody cared that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, bro. Nobody cared, bro. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. I had forgot they even won the Super Bowl until I saw Saquon Barkley walking with Donald Trump. I was like, that's strange. I didn't know he got down with the Trumpers. You know what I'm saying? That's strange. Then it dawned on me. Oh yeah, they won the Super Bowl, but nobody gave a damn. Nobody gave a damn.
We got a lot of Eagles people in the chat. They coming. The enemy of the enemy is my friend, real talk.
Yeah, man. Listen to me, man. If the only thing that we can agree on in this world is that we hate the Eagles, that's good enough for me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, man, that's what. Why do you like him? He do this, he do, man, but he hate the Eagles. He hate the Eagles. Oh, okay, that's what's up.
I got something coming. Hey, what you think about the Commanders? I think coming into this season, I think Philly obviously were Super Bowl champions. They number one. Then you got. I'm assuming everybody gonna say right now. You look at it's gonna be the Commanders at 2. Jay, they're hoping he don't take that sophomore slump. He take a year two leap. I like the offseason that they had. They got a couple receivers. They got Latimer coming back. Hopefully he's fully healthy.
Mobile quarterbacks typically don't have year 2 slumps because they can use their feet.
Yeah.
The dudes that have
CJ Stroud kind of went back a little bit last year.
I don't consider him no.
You don't really consider mobile?
I don't really consider.
Yeah.
He's not really. CJ is really like a. The only reason why CJ Stroud is a mobile quarterback or viewed as him, he's like a Geno. Like Geno will scoot and run. No, he's really like a Dak. Like they don't want to. Like people be saying, Dak, why don't you run, bro? At the end of the day, even if they're not calling the play, they're his legs, bro. He can run if he wants to run, bro. They're his legs, right? They don't want to do it, bro. I get it too, because like you see the injuries that them dudes be taking, and you see the money that these dudes be making too. Now it's like, if I'm CJ, I can't afford, if the type of money I want to get, I can't afford to get hurt on my rookie deal. I cannot, especially in Houston when they've already dealt with that. You know what I mean? So I kind of understand it, but but I'm gonna throw a caveat in there, man, because it's really not about it. The team that's basically in our division. You can basically say they're in our division now. Is the Detroit Lions? You know what I'm saying? That's really the team because we play them. And you'll probably play them in the playoffs. So that means,
I was going to say the 49ers too. Y'all play them about every year too.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but think about this. The Detroit Lions, we're going to play them in the regular season. And then there's a real good chance you'll probably have to go through Detroit to get to the Super Bowl or to get anywhere in life. So that means you're probably going to have to play Detroit how many times this year? 2.
Twice.
So that means what? Detroit is basically in your division this year. And Detroit is a really good team, bruh. Like, they're the Detroit Lions, unfortunately, they're the new 49ers, bro. That team that's solidified by defense.
I think y'all go to Detroit this year.
We do. And they're like I said, they're the 49ers because they do the 2 things that we can't do, that I had to put on a damn hat just to get attention. And I gotta start wearing my hats again.
I still got your hat too. I should have worn for the stream.
The reason why the Detroit Lions, and I'm not saying they scare me, but they're legitimate, though. They're a legitimate team because they run the ball very well and they stop the run very well. And that was the freaking 49ers, bruh. That was the freak. And then they have a middle linebacker who knows what the hell they're doing, bruh. That's what scares me. Quarterbacks don't scare me. I'm sorry. Quarterbacks ain't ever. Bro, we didn't play. Come on, bro. I lived in the Peyton Manning era, bro. I lived in the Tom Brady era, bro. I lived in the Phillip Rivers. This motherfucker's never down. I seen Phillip Rivers come back from 29, bro. Like, this white boy was crazy, bro. Like, I didn't see it, bro. The Sean Paytons, I didn't see it, bro. I grew up in the era. So, like, that era will never have an era where you just, like, everybody just has a dude. You know what I'm saying? So, the quarterbacks don't scare me. Wide receivers have always been dominant in the league. But a team that can really stop the run and has 2 backs that can run on your ass, that's the 49ers, bro. That's a team that we've always had a problem with. So to me, the Detroit Lions, like I tell and that was the first time I said this in live too. The Detroit Lions are technically in our division this year because you're going to play them twice. The only way you don't play Detroit Lions is if one of y'all don't make the playoffs. That's the only way you're not going to play Detroit twice.
Where do you feel you guys rank? What do you think y'all line up right now in the division? Like I said, I got Philly 1 based off just coming off last year, coming into this season. I think the Cowboys are close. I think you guys are closer to Washington than you are to Philly. Now we're gonna find out real because y'all played them in about 2 months, a couple months. You're gonna play them, but I got Dallas win that game. I got an upset right there. I'm picking it right now. I just got a feeling, but I think y'all closer to Washington than y'all are. And I think y'all, a lot of people think Washington is a really good. I think they're real good, but I don't think they that much better than Dallas right now, man. So where you got y'all ranked right now in the division? Assuming the Giants gonna be last. I think the Giants gonna be a little better, but they schedule so tough. I like the personnel that the Giants got, but where you got y'all right now in the division?
I'm gonna give you. Realistically, where should we be ranked right now? We should be 3rd. I'm gonna say that because I don't want Patriots fans to be like, he's a homer. Oh my God, he's a homer. Dude, that's why I don't like these Cowboy fans, because they come on here and they're homers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say that to the outside of the NFL, to anybody outside of a Cowboy fan, we're 3rd. We're gonna be looked at. We're gonna be viewed as 3rd. Yeah. Me personally, since I know my team and I know my division, I'm gonna tell you this right here. With having Dak Prescott, I'm putting my team over the Eagles. Why? Because they can't. They have a problem beating Dak Prescott. The Philadelphia Eagles, as an organization, has a problem beating Dak Prescott.
It seems like every time Hurts and Dak, it's always something going on. Either it's one of them out or something. So this year, I like what the NFL schedule makers did, making that game week 1.
Yeah, Cowboys are Dak is 8-3 versus Hurts. You know what I'm saying? And he's 8-3 versus the Eagles. He is 2-1 versus Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Hurts has only beat Dak one time and he only played half the game. You know what I'm saying? So, that's no actually I don't know if Hurts played that game. But yeah, long story short, Dak is 8-3 versus the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? The 2 years they won the Super Bowl, the Cowboys did not play Dak. The 2 years the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they didn't play Dak one time. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm gonna give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Kobe fan, and I've literally gone into games where players were like, "We're going to do this to stop this player." You know what I mean? And it happened. And guess what happened? The rest of the team beat you. You know what I'm saying? So I say it with Dak back, I would put the Cowboys at over the Eagles. It's hard to rank them because then honestly, I would say Washington, Cowboys, then Eagles, because I got to see how Dak plays against these new Washington Commanders. Why? Because there's one person in this team, in our division, that knows Dak very, very well, and that's the defensive coordinator, and that's the Washington Commanders. I actually trust but the thing about it is too, Saquon Barkley is also an additive too, because that ability to run the ball and us not having to stop, it's gonna be. I'm gonna just leave it. I think since I'm a guest on your profiles, I'm gonna stick with my first answer, and I'm gonna say
Good.
Eagles. I say we're third right now. I'm not even gonna change it until I see it on paper, man. Until I see us, because it's hard for me to feel like we're better than the Eagles, and we don't have a starting running back, and they have freaking Saquon Barkley, bro.
You think there's a lot of pressure on Dak this year? I mean, a lot of people saying. I mean, you're a big time Cowboys creator. What you hearing? Do you think? I mean, every year is pressure on Dak.
Bro, Dak is a black dad in America. Yeah. What is you talking? Do you got kids?
No kids.
Okay, you go and experience it. He is a black father, so yes, he has pressure on him regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Dak just had another one, didn't he?
Yeah, he just had another one. He got 2, and he ain't even married. So you know what I'm saying? He living on the edge. I mean, you good as long as you don't get caught cheating. I'm just saying, you could be with a woman without and have 50 kids on her. You know what I'm saying? As long as she believe you faithful to her, because
I think Dak's gonna be all right this year, man. Now I'm not saying he don't think it won't be in the MVP conversation, but I think he's gonna be. I think a lot of. I mean, they base it off what he did last year and what he's done in the playoffs. I think Dak's gonna be pretty good this year. We'll see where it goes. A lot of love for West Coast up here on the stream. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hey, I'm gonna get you out of here on this one. 2025 expectations for the Cowboys. Give me one real quick. The defensive end y'all took out of Boston College.
Good for another 20 minutes, so 15, 20
minutes. Okay. The DN y'all took out of Boston College. Donovan, I hope Izaraki, I think that's him. I like, he went to BC, Boston Get. I like him, man. What kind of offseason is he have? He had a pretty good offseason, mini count so far. I like him. I think it'll be a pretty good replacement over DeMarcus Lawrence.
I'm gonna tell you, man. My big thing on OTAs is I don't trust them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's basically flag football for the NFL. And if you notice, they never tell you who's doing bad and who's doing good. You know what I'm saying? So OTAs, I don't even know why they have OTAs. It don't make no sense. I mean, look at Deebo Samuels. That boy looked like his man. That Deebo looked at least 30 pounds bigger than what he's gonna be when he get in the regular season. So, I'm just using it as an example. But it's just I don't get. I never understood why we have OTAs. I will never understand why we have OTAs. But they have them, and I don't. Contact is such a big part of football that you just cannot evaluate people without it. That's just what it is, man. Like, you just cannot, man. You can't evaluate someone. You can't evaluate someone without contact. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Just like in 2025, you know what I'm saying? You tell a woman you love her, man, you can't evaluate that with no money, man.
Just talking.
You just talk. For real.
Just talking.
Hey, the days of the days of chivalry is over. Hey, I was watching. I think it's gonna be Glamour Girls or Sparkle. I think it was Sparkle. I think it's called. And the dude gave her the dude was broke, so he gave the girl a picture of a ring inside of the box. And then that dude, I don't know if you've seen it, it's the funniest scene in the movie. Omar Epps comes up to her, he's like, "Dang, I'm out here buying the real thing, and all I got to do is put a picture of a ring inside of a box." Yeah, them days.
Got a comment right quick. We about to get to some of these questions. West Coast Cowboy, Michael Parsons, 1 sack in 4 playoff games. CD 1 touchdown and playoff games. That 2-5 record. 7 interceptions. The Cowboys are better off paying a third from the CB4 from the cornerback 4.
Hey, you know,
Callaway.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. Every team in the NFL has a bad record in the playoffs. You want to know why? Because only one team can win. So that's just like everybody's stats like this are going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? Except for the team that's winning. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not, stats. I don't even think sacks from Micah Parsons is going to even win you games in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because in the playoffs, teams aren't throwing the ball like that. In the playoffs versus us, they're running the ball. We're also averaging 167 yards given up in the run game versus the playoffs. I don't see how sacks helps that at all. You know what I'm saying? And
I play complimentary football.
Yeah, I don't even see how that helps. Most teams actually throw the ball less in the playoffs. They run the ball. That's why to win playoff games, you got to be able to run the ball and stop the run. You know what I'm saying? So all those stats are just kind of just meaningless. It sounds good after the fact, but go look at Buffalo Bills. I'm pretty sure they got some negative stats too. Why? Because you're not winning. That's just how it works. Just like every quarterback most quarterbacks. Listen to me. Unless you're winning the Super Bowl, it's impossible to have a winning record in the playoffs. Think about that. How can you have a winning record in the playoffs if you're not winning the Super Bowl? You have to lose at some point because you didn't win it. Precisely. It's kind of, there you go.
Good segue, man.
For the point of this conversation, it sounds like, the Cowboys just yeah. But I will say this. I think I do believe that, like, at the end of the day, teams limit what Dak can do in the playoffs by running the freaking football, bruh. I don't give a damn what Dak does in the playoffs if your defense is giving up 200 and 160. We gave up 221 yards in a freaking playoff game. We gave up 180 at home in a playoff game, bruh. That's a team running the ball on you. Listen to me, if you ask somebody at a regular season game, hey, man, we played, if I text you right now, hey, man, regular season game, Cowboys rush 180 yards game on y'all. You think you win that game?
Patriots?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, same question. It's the playoffs, bruh.
Right.
You let a team come in and they rush 180 yards.
You're going to lose that game 9 times out of 10.
Listen to me. The first time, regular season, he said, we'll probably lose that game. I asked him, playoffs, we're losing that game.
You're losing that game.
For sure.
Home, away, wherever you're at, you're losing that game.
On China, on the moon, you're losing that. Period. There's not enough time on the clock, bro. You can't do that in the playoff game. Listen to me. A playoff game, the time is almost cut in half. Because want to know why? Because you don't have next week. It's it. This is it. If you don't get it right now, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I mean? So that's why I say everybody has negative stats. That's what it is.
Warner says, then explain Jaden Daniels taking a weak Washington Commanders team to the NFC Championship game led by Dan Quinn.
Explain Jaden Daniels taking a weak. Well, I can explain it to you. For one, listen to me. All he did was take the place of the Dallas Cowboys because the Dallas Cowboys quarterback was hurt. So somebody had to be that other team. The Cowboys have had 3 teams, and I'm going to tell you this right here. Warren, Callaway, thank you for your observation, but you know what you also failed to realize? That the Washington Commanders have been a quarterback away for the last 5 years. But you don't know that. Want to know why? Because you're not a Commanders fan, and you're probably not a fan of any team in our division. But guess what? Every person that's a Cowboy fan, a Philly fan, we weren't surprised by this. Because Washington has always had a good defense, bruh. Listen to me. Just 5 years ago, they had 4 first rounders on their defensive line.
Payne, Allen, they had Kerrigan.
They had 4 first rounders on their defensive line, bro, and they was only winning 6 games.
Montez Sweat, yeah, they had a bunch of guys. They had a defensive line now.
And they had Chase Young for a
Good
minute.
point. Good point.
Does Chase Young still play football?
With the Saints, I
Okay.
think.
They had Chase Young for a minute too.
I forgot all about Chase Young. Yeah.
It's like they had, on one defense, they had like 6 first-round picks, bruh. So the Washington Commanders, if you were a Cowboy fan, an Eagle fan, and I'm gonna tell you this right here, if you're a Cowboy fan, you already knew that this is what Dan Quinn was gonna do. That's why we wanted the motherfucker as our head coach. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say on Snowfall?
What is it, Chris Knight?
We wanted him as our coach. Duh.
I'm so sick of them Eagles. They live in this century, but we have decades of success. But they act like they barely beaten when we down defensively. Man, them Eagles Cowboys game every year they're lit. But this, man, y'all play them in a couple months, man. I want to get your prediction before we get off, man. September the 4th, we a couple months away. On paper right now, I think Philly personnel is better. I think your secondary banged up, like you said, to start the show off with your cornerbacks, Bland, Diggs, Ravel. Here's some good things from Kamir Elam. I think, here's some good thing here. But like you said, it's OTA, so you want to take that with a grain of salt. Cowboys Eagles Week 1 opener. It's gonna be Thursday. Everybody watching. So, man, what's your prediction right now?
Hold on real quick. Dak didn't have 8 Pro Bowlers on his offense, so slap yourself, Warren Callaway. Dak ain't never had no 8 Pro Bowlers on the same offense. What is you talking about? Damn. What are we talking about? What is we talking about? Dak ain't never had no 8 Pro Bowlers. No, he didn't. The most Dak has had was
he probably meaning 8 Pro Bowlers started on offense and defense.
Whole team. Man, come on now. How does a Pro Bowler on defense help you on offense? Come on, Warren.
Warren Callaway.
Hey, I get it. He's just one of those dudes that are dug in about the Cowboys. No matter what you say, it's always gonna be the Cowboys. I get it, man. I get it. But some of that stuff got to make sense too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Who's it? John Hamilton. Well, I appreciate you, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Appreciate
it. Success in a deep playoff run. Do you think they could change? They have had recent success. We have had recent success. We won the division. We won the division 3 times in the last 6 years. So we have had recent success. We just didn't have recent success last year. Think about this, John. Your team didn't have recent success because your team didn't win the Super Bowl this year. So we all in the same boat. What is he talking about? Man, I'm gonna tell you this right here. Nobody cares about going. Go ask a Detroit Lion how it feels to go deep in the in the playoffs. Nobody gives a damn, bro. If you don't win the Super Bowl,
they get bounced in the first round.
Thank you, bro. Nobody. Listen to me. The only team that cares about going deep in the playoffs is a team that's not winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care about going deep in the playoffs if you're not winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care. That's not a. To some teams, that is a. That's a deep playoff run. That is, for the Cowboys, that's not a success because we've had a good team a bunch of times. Like that's not success for the Cowboys. A deep playoff run and then lose, no, that's not success.
Down South Philly, what's going on with you? Appreciate all the comments, man. Appreciate them. The service level fans.
I think you got more questions. You got more questions? I'm good. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Prediction: Cowboys Eagles week 1. Before we get y'all.
Shoot, I mean,
somebody said what they say. Go back to his comment.
I mean, I don't do score predictions, but I do believe that the Cowboys can get the win.
Dallas 40, Eagles 21, week 1. Joe Trachina from Italy, man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, I don't do score predictions, but
you think they can get the win?
Yeah, I can. I believe they can.
Yes, sir. Hey, Wes, it was a pleasure having you on, man. I know you're busy. Hey, you good with the content and whatnot in Dallas, man. Hey, let everybody know where they can find you at.
Hey, anywhere on the internet, just type in West Coast Cowboy, and I'll pop right up.
What? Say that again.
I said anywhere on the internet, you can hit me up. West Coast Cowboy, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere on the internet, you just type in, and it's West Coast Cowboy. It's gonna come up. I promise you, my links will come up.
Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate you coming on, man. Hey, we had a lot of likes, a lot of followers, a lot of views, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Wes, good luck to the Cowboys this season, man. We're gonna have to chop it up again, man. Good luck to you guys.
Wait. He says I would disagree with that. Bills going to the Super Bowl 4 times and losing is a huge feat. Yeah, for losers. If the only person that listen to me, the Buffalo Bills do not look at that as a success. There's not a Buffalo Bill fan that looks at that and hails that as
just making it there.
4 years in a row and losing? No, bro. There's no T-shirt that you'll be able to find that has the Washington Redskins. I mean, the Buffalo Bills on the front of it, talking about they went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. No, there is nobody representing that, bro. And to be honest with you, it isn't a when you lose like that. It's not a spectacular feat though. That's actually viewed as a huge loss, a huge failure. Think about this. Think about the Atlanta Falcons. They don't even like posting the number 24-3 in the same comments.
28-3.
28-3. They had, listen to me, the funniest thing in the world. The Atlanta Falcons posted 2 rookies. One was wearing
took it down. Y'all seen that.
One had the number 28 jersey on, and one had the number 3. They had it up for 10 minutes. They deleted them themselves. No, bruh. That's not success. Losing in the Super Bowl is hurtful. No. Nobody's trying to go to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row and be like, yeah, we did that. No, absolutely not.
Hey, man, it's going to be
being a fan of a team going to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row and losing all 4. Could you imagine being a fan in that 4th one, that 3rd one, thinking we're going to do it this year and lose? That's crazy.
Wes, appreciate you coming on, man. Appreciate. Hey, we're going to chop it up again, man. Appreciate you. Good luck to the Cowboys, man.
Yes, sir. We out of here, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a good